Hey there, podcast listeners. Are you ready to take your game day to the next level? I'm excited to announce that I've partnered with SeatGeek as their newest brand ambassador. That's right, I'm officially royally quacking about this awesome collaboration. SeatGeek is your go-to platform for finding the best deals on your tickets to all your favorite events. From concerts to sports, they've got you covered. And as a special thank you to my listeners, use code RoyallyQuacked. That's right, you can use it in all caps, RoyallyQuacked, for $20 off your first SeatGeek order. So what are you waiting for? Grab your friends, score some awesome tickets, and go make some unforgettable memories together. Thank you for SeatGeek for making it happen.
Yeah. He's my son. I love him. But he's a stupid Ducks fan. I mean, oh. Yeah, I know. I thought I could train him to be a Kings fan, but he's a stupid Ducks fan. Oh. Are we live? Oh, hi. Welcome to Royally Quacked, where I'm royally and he's quacked. Tell me that wasn't recorded.
No, we didn't record because I hate you now. So here's a new PSA announcement. Officially and royally quacked. I'll be posting this on Indeed. I'm looking for a new Kings co-host.
Oh, sorry about that.
Any takers? Let me know. You know, we can't offer any salary or benefits, but you can talk about the Kings for free.
Yeah, but you're going to have to change the name because the name I created.
No?
Yeah.
No?
Oh,
all right.
How embarrassing.
What an interesting intro. But all right. So any of you Kings fans that, be lookout on the Indeed in the next couple days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still love you, son.
I love you too, Dad.
I honestly don't care if you're a Duck fan or not. So, and I think you already know that.
Yeah, I know. Obviously.
My little play to make hopefully everybody listen a little closer this time with the intro.
Yeah,
a little
seriously.
Something different.
It was different.
Yeah.
I'm glad I waited to hear it as we were recording than you telling me beforehand on that one.
Okay. Well, I gave you the option.
No, I know.
I just figured, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. This is fun. This is my fun time during the weekend.
Same. So, trivia question time.
Okay.
There are 13 teams in the NHL where they have no Hart or MVP winner. Can you name the 13 teams?
Hart or MVP? Well, LA Kings.
No, they've had a Hart winner.
They did?
Gretzky.
Oh, Gretzky. Oh, I forgot about him.
He won. He last won in 1989.
That stupid me forgot all about Gretzky.
Okay. All right, guys. So that Indeed post is really going out now.
Okay, that was warranted. I give you that. Buffalo Sabres.
Nope. They Dominic Hasek won in 98. 0 for 2.
Florida?
Florida's never won. I've never had a winner, so that's 1.
Ottawa?
That's 2. Yep. Ottawa.
What? Columbus?
Let's see. Columbus. Yep, that's number 3. There should be 3 really easy ones that you're easily missing.
I know, but just give me a chance. I'm looking at the standings, which are zeros right now until the season starts. I'm going through the teams and trying to figure out, okay, because it gives me I don't have to think about the teams and then have repeats.
Yeah.
And I might have to come back. Okay. Let's see. Minnesota Wild.
Yep. 4.
Nashville.
Yep. That's 5.
Utah or Arizona.
Yep. That's 6. That was one of the easier ones. There's 2 even easier ones than that one.
Well, I would say the Ducks, but I already know that would be wrong because Perry won it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because I think that was a trivia question I gave you.
Probably.
San Jose Sharks.
Yep. That's 7.
Seattle Kraken.
Yep. That was one of the easy ones. That's 8.
Wow, I've got 8 so far. Vegas?
Vegas. That's 9.
God, I'll throw. I'm in a streak right now, so I'm really going. Oh, so I only have what? 9. I have 4 more.
Yeah.
Vancouver?
No.
I was.
Sedin won in
Sedin
2010.
won it. I kind of thought that. Winnipeg?
Winnipeg. That's 10.
Dallas Stars?
Dallas Stars. 11.
Here. New Jersey Devils? No. Yeah.
New Jersey Devils. No, Taylor Hall won it in 2018.
I forgot about him. I was thinking, Brodeur probably won it, but
it's just showing me the last MVP for each team.
Yeah.
So Brodeur could have won it. I can't remember that at the top of my head.
But typically they're going to get the Vezina, so they try to give the MVP to somebody else. Although Hasek probably won both multiple times.
Well, Carey Price won it in 2015, the Hart and the...
Yeah, that's true. So, who from Buffalo won it?
Hasek.
Oh, I forgot. Because he went to Detroit, right? And he won it in Detroit too, right?
I don't know. Detroit's last one was Fedorov in 1994. Sergei Fedorov.
Okay.
He was the last Hart winner.
Well, I knew they had to have one because they had some really good teams. Montreal had one. Tampa Bay?
So you don't know who Nikita Kucherov is?
Oh, God. He just won it. Shit. Sorry. Bad word. I try not to say those.
Oh, great. Now we got to go. Now we can't. Now it's not a clean podcast anymore. Way to go, Dad.
Dang it. St. Louis Blues?
Chris Pronger won it in 2000.
He sucks.
Okay.
A little dig at the Ducks again. Calgary,
number 12.
And one more.
You're close. I'm going to just tell you that right now. With that last guess. Lettering wise, I should say.
Yeah.
Let's just say you and I thought very highly of this team in the playoffs this last year. And they didn't go very far. I think I had them in my final and you had them losing.
Carolina.
Those are the 13.
Yeah, I didn't know it would do horrible.
Yeah.
That's a big question.
I know.
I did not do horrible.
But I thought it would be something different.
Yeah, and then, geez. after my day yesterday, this is going to be a breath of fresh air. But of course, then I screw up because yesterday was a total mess up.
Yeah, I understand. So, all right. You want to do Ducks news or Kings news first?
Let's do. Well, King's news is a lot less, so we'll do me first.
All right, you go first. Go for it.
It's big, huge. King's news. Do you think the Kings should sign Mike Hoffman to a PTO? That's a player tryout, in case anybody knows. He's a goal scorer.
A professional tryout.
Whatever. Player, professional. I don't know. The only other thing, still we have no idea what's going on with right now, and there's not that much news, is what's going on with Arthur Kaliyev. Still, he's not signed. We're not far away. The rookie face-off starts this week. I think if they're smart, they get something done with that kid. I think he could play second or third line. So, but we'll see. And that's King's news.
Short and sweet. Like it.
Short and most like your news there for a few weeks.
Oh God, I know, right? All
and
right.
You got a whole lot.
I know.
And some bad news too.
Yeah. So I'll start with a couple of bad news because one of the first news has to do with because of one of the bad news. All right, first one. Beckett Seneca suffered a foot fracture during off-season training and is expected to be out approximately about 6 to 8 weeks.
Wait,
I have a hard time saying some
how
words.
much have you had to drink before?
About
on a Saturday.
3 sips of water.
You've been struggling here lately. It's like
I've always had a hard time saying
hockey names.
I've always had some hard time saying some words. I've always been like that.
That's
all right. Next news.
It's cute, right? Everybody cute. Yeah.
It's like when they put Ted together in the end of the movie. You put all the stuffing in all the right place, then.
Yeah, that's another Ted.
Yeah. All right. The other sad news for the Ducks. Tomas Sukanek had surgery to repair a ruptured ACL and is expected to be out for 6 to 8 months. That sucks.
That's the whole season.
Yeah, he's out for this pretty much this whole season, which sucks because he was one of the bright spots for the goals last year and everything like that. And I think they had him on a amateur tryout, and then they just signed him to the entry level contract. So this off season. So like I said, I thought that contract was well deserved for him, and I hope he recovers quick with that. So that sucks to see Sukanek out, but yeah, like I said, it just sucks. But since Sukanek is going to be out for the whole season, the Ducks have signed goaltender Oscar Dansk to a 1-year, 2-way contract. So I think he's just going to be the replacement. So it seems like.
So is Sukanek
I would say he was
Phoenix Copley for the Ducks? That goalie that could come up and play if somebody gets hurt?
Sukanek, I don't think he's...
Who's going to come up and play for the Ducks if, just say right now Gibson and Staal are the two guys with the big club. One of them gets hurt. Who's coming up? Is it not him?
It probably would have been because he was definitely...
I mean, that's why they need to sign somebody because everybody else is too much in the early stages.
Because they also have Callie Kling, so they could have brought him up too.
Okay, so they do have an option.
Yeah, okay. I think this is just because Callie Kling and Sukanek were probably going to be like a 1A, 1B tandem in San Diego. And then the Russian guy, Boyets, I believe is his name. I think he was going to be either with the
ECHL or like a third string kind of with the goals. I don't know. So I think this Dansk guy maybe Dansk is more going to be like the new what was the guy's last name from last year that we signed. The name is this. I have it, but I just can't say it. But it's like I said, it's a two-way contract, so maybe that's why he's going to be like that option if Staal or Gibson get hurt.
Okay. All right.
And then the Ducks finally show what the new Mighty Ducks logo will look like on center ice, and it is beautiful.
Are you going to post that so everybody can see it?
I will post it on the Instagram. Yes.
Perfect.
Because I'm so glad that they didn't block the eye right in the middle. They kept the center ice right there. Like you can see like where the line goes through, but they did not block the eye, that orange eye. Because I feel like if they would have blocked it, there was going to be something wrong.
Aren't you glad?
Yeah, I'm definitely aren't you glad. Yep. So 32 Thoughts is officially back, guys. And they talked about every team. So according to Elliot Friedman on 32 Thoughts, the Ducks and defenseman Cam Fowler are in the early stages of exploring trade options. So right now, Cam Fowler has a 4-team trade list. So he would only
block 4 teams or
go
to 4 teams.
He can only go to 4 teams.
I just wanted to make sure.
That's why I said a 4-team trade list, not a 4-team no trade list.
I just wanted to make sure everybody heard it and heard it correctly.
So pretty much what that means is the 4-team trade list, he picks 4 teams that he would agree to going to. Okay. But I guess since they're talking, they're looking at other options where maybe one of the teams that are looking for him are not on his trade list. So
cool.
Yeah. Well, so I don't think it's going to be done before the season starts. I highly doubt that.
Get your wish.
Yeah, right. A lot of me and other Ducks fans as well. But I think it's going to be more of a during the season / next off season kind of move, I think. All right. And then also the Ducks and John Gibson are also looking for trade options for the netminder, according to 32 Thoughts as well. So it's like the same thing that's going on with Cam Fowler is the same thing that's going on with Gibson, pretty much.
So dump some more salary, let the kids play.
Yep.
I can understand that.
Like I said, I don't mind keeping Gibson for at least another season. Because that way we can really see what Staal can do, get a bigger sample size of what Staal can do.
Yeah, and they have to make Gibson the number. If they do that, and it doesn't happen before the season, they have to make him the number 1.
Yeah,
and the reason why is they're going to lose value if he's not the number 1.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I think Staal should be the number 1.
I agree.
So,
and then last bit of news is Elliot Friedman also thinks the Ducks are going to make Radko Gudas the next team captain.
Yeah, I think that's pretty a consensus of a lot of people.
Yeah, I that's what I think too. I think he does have 2 years left, so he has this season and next season, and then he'll be a free agent. But I don't think he's going to get another big deal with that. If anything, it's probably going to be like a couple small 1-year deals or a small 2-year deal, if anything. But I think it's more going to be a way of him paving the way for either like a Leo Carlson or a Mason McTavish to be a captain.
Yeah. Maybe Troy Terry becomes the C, and then one of those guys moves up to be an A to start with.
Yeah, or even Troy
Terry is an A,
because
right?
I think if they were going to give Troy Terry the C, they would have done it already.
I think maybe they want him to season another 2 seasons, and then he's the veteran on the team.
He's already technically the veteran on the team.
That Gudas has got him there, though.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah.
we will see. Let's go to league news.
All right, league news. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I don't care.
All right, I'll go first then. The Oilers have extended Leon Draisaitl to an 8-year contract worth $14 million AAV for a total of $112 million during those 8 years, and is now the second largest total sum for a contract. Do you know what the most is, Dad?
That would probably be McKinnon.
No, I meant like the total amount of throughout the like not AAV.
Well, he's got 112 million, right?
Yeah, that's the second most.
I'm trying to think of. Well, Matthews isn't it because he didn't sign for that long.
No,
David's up next year.
So don't think about like the younger players. Think about players that were back then where you were able to sign 13-year deals. Because remember now the most you could sign is 8 years. Back then you were able to sign to 13 years. And there's one player he's still currently playing
that has a 13-year contract.
No, he doesn't have that 13-year contract anymore. He signed a new, but he had the most dollar amount. But it was 13 years.
Ovechkin?
It was Ovechkin. It was like 13 years.
Oh God, that was a throw in the. I threw the dart and it
I want to say it was 13
bullseye.
years. I want to say it was like 124 million. I want to say. But I know Ovechkin had the most total dollar amount. Draisaitl got the most AAV. That's until next summer, probably, when McDavid's up for an extension, and then he gets $1 billion a year AAV, where he's the only player on the Edmonton Oilers next season.
Yeah. They're still underpaid compared to basketball, baseball, and even some football players.
Yeah, if you think about it, the $14 million a year is the most. Of course, this doesn't start till next season. So this year he's still on his $8.5 million contract. So this contract kicks in the next season, the 2025-2026 year.
Well, you know what's funny is I listened to All the King's Men, and Jesse Cohen goes, "So, would you rather have Leon Draisaitl or 2 Quentin Byfields?" And he goes,
Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah, but Leon Draisaitl, he's getting up there, and boy, Byfield could be better than him in eventuality.
Leon Draisaitl is probably, but look about what Leon Draisaitl did against the Kings that one year. I think he was a top playoff point getter, and he was skating on one leg.
He's very talented.
Yeah.
Very talented guy. Don't get me wrong. Okay, well, let's move on.
Yep.
Blues defenseman Torrey Krug will miss the entire 2024-25 season due to a left ankle injury. Is he the one the Ducks were going to trade for?
Yes, and I think now that I think, and I can't remember where I heard this and everything like that. I wish I could tell you, but I think that Cam Fowler trade was probably for the Torrey Krug thing.
Yeah, okay.
Because I heard St. Louis was looking at Cam Fowler. There was reports about that. Don't know if it's 100% true. Like I said, it was a rumor. But yes, Torrey Krug was the one that was. There was a trade where he was going to become an Anaheim Duck, but he said no because he has a full no trade list. So,
okay.
All right. Next bit of news. Mark Staal retires after 17 years and joins the Rangers as a player development assistant. He definitely had a great career. Probably not like a outstanding Hall of Fame career, I would say, but definitely like a good a good NHL career. He played for a total of 1,136 games. He played with 892 games with the New York Rangers, 127 with Detroit Red Wings, 82 with the Florida Panthers, and then 35 games with the Philadelphia Flyers.
So he's really a Ranger.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a deal with you. I'm going to take the next two because I do not want to butcher the last guy's name. So that's the only reason I want to do that, because I know I think it's important that we get that name straight. I'm sure you know how to say it, right? So you're gonna have to wait for Cody at the end.
I do, but I'm probably gonna butcher it anyways. But
I have no idea how to say that. I can say the next guy's name better than that.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay,
the next
go for it.
Alex Goligoski retires after 17 seasons in the NHL.
Yeah.
And then the next one, and this is a touching.
Hold on, real quick. I got where he.
You got stats for Goligoski?
Well, not stats, but Alex played for 1,078 games. He played 177 with the Pittsburgh Penguins, 385 with the Dallas Stars, 362 with the Arizona Coyotes, or formerly known as the Arizona Coyotes, and then 154 games with the Minnesota Wild.
So the next news, and this is touching news.
Yeah.
And I love this kid. I want to tell you, when the draft happened, I was hoping the Kings would take him. He went a lot later in the draft, but he's turned out to be a hell of a player.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Caulfield from the Montreal Canadiens is changing his jersey number from number 22 to number 13 in honor of Johnny Goudreau. What a class act.
So great.
And like I said, this kid, he played for USA. He was a goal scorer then. I think he played with Turcotte and Zegras and Kaliyev, and he was one of the big goal scorers. He wasn't the MVP like Zegras was, but he was definitely a game changer for Team USA, and he's been one for the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, Cody, this is great news with the last one.
All right, so real quick with Cole Caulfield, I'm gonna just read what he put on Instagram when he announced this. We all lost an amazing person, both on and off the ice. In last week's tragedy, my deepest condolences go to the entire Goudreau family, especially Johnny's wife and 2 kids who I had a pleasure of meeting. Nothing will be able to fill the void in their families and loved ones' hearts, but I hope it provides some comfort to know how these two positively impacted the lives of so many. They will truly be missed. Getting to play with your hero is something that most people only dream of. I was lucky enough to be Johnny's teammate this past summer, and it didn't take long to realize how great of a person he was. He was the most welcoming, genuine, and funniest guy I have ever met. He was someone everyone gravitated towards, and I took every chance I could to be around him. Not only was he an amazing hockey player and teammate, but he was down to earth and truly cared about every person he encountered. The last few years playing as number 22 have been some of the best years of my life. It truly has been a dream come true, and I will forever hold those memories. And that number close to me. I wore number 13 at a point in my career because of Johnny, and now I'll be wearing it again to honor him. He paved the way for smaller players and proved that we have a future in this game at the highest level. I will forever be grateful to him for inspiring me and others. Rest in peace, Johnny Hockey.
And we do appreciate we had comments from some of you about the 13 seconds of silence, or that moment of silence that we had for 13 seconds for Johnny Goudreau last week. And that it meant a lot for me and Cody to do that too, because
Yes.
we definitely enjoyed watching him play. We hated sometimes what he did to our teams.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know, we totally respected him as a player, as a person. He was a class act. So
Yes, 100%.
yeah.
Oh, I had something to say about it. I just completely lost it.
You
But
can throw it in anywhere else in the podcast if you can't remember it right now when it comes to you.
Yeah, that's true. So all right. Nope, I lost it again. All right, anyways. Last bit of news, or for the league news. Let me pull up my notes. I got locked out of my tablet. Last bit of news is Kyle Bukauskas, that's how you say it, Bukauskas, will be the new co-host of 32 Thoughts with Elliot Friedman.
Yeah, Elliot couldn't do it without a co-host, and he's got a big shoes to fill because Jeff was incredible.
Yeah, and I kind of like what Elliot said about the whole Jeff Merrick situation.
I have not listened to that podcast yet, so don't spoil it for me.
Oh, no, he didn't say like what happened, but all he pretty much said was like he's not going to say anything about it until Jeff Merrick pretty much says something about it. It's not Elliot's story to tell. And I respect that 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. They had a great relationship anyway.
Yeah. So like I said, I definitely wish the best for Jeff, and I hope he finds somewhere, because I will definitely, as soon as he gets a new show, that's going to be one of my new listens. I guarantee you that while I'm driving for work.
Oh, I definitely will. So was he on the last podcast?
Yes.
Or is he?
So now it's starting, I think, next. I don't think they're going to do they're going to go back to their Monday, Friday podcast, but I think they're not going to come out with another one until next Friday.
But
he's already, that'll be Monday, Friday.
But he was introduced and
yes.
was part of the last podcast.
Yes.
Because I saw that it was on my list to listen to, but I hadn't done it yet. Perfect.
Yeah. Are we going
to start talking about? Are we going to start talking about rosters now?
Yep. Roster training camp.
So let me give you guys all a clue how I'm going to do this. And I don't know if Cody's going to follow what I'm going to do on this, but I'm going to lead off. First of all, I'm going to give the Kings forwards playing in the rookie face-off. And if I say Bolo, it's be on the lookout. That's a player to be on the lookout. Some of these guys could be that. Some of them are invites. Others are draft picks. Some of them are probably playing with the big club during the season. I think positively for I know for sure is a couple, one from each team. So let me start off with the Kings rookie face-off forwards. The first one is Luke Woodworth. He's an invite. He played in the QMUHL, scored 62 points in 62 games. The second is Cole, and he's number 36. So if you guys are watching or listening, he's number 36. Number 41 is Cole Davis. He played in the OHL or OHL, Ontario Hockey League. Yeah,
OHL.
He scored 41 points in 63 games. The next one is Quinn Olson. He's number 46. He played one game with the Reign last year, so he'll probably be with the Reign. Other than that, he played at University of Minnesota Duluth and scored 21 points in 37 games. Number 49 will be Ethan Newtons. He played in the WHL, and he scored 14 points in 61 games. Next is be on the lookout, Liam Greentree. He's going to be number 64. As we probably have already talked about when we did the draft, he scored 90 points in 64 games for the Windsor Spitfires in the OHL. Next is Patrick Moyan, number 67. He did play one game with the Chicago Wolves last year. Before that, he played for the University of Notre Dame, scored 24 points in 36 games. Number 68 is going to be Arvid Kataroth. He played for the ECHL and the CCHL last year, scoring 13 points in 39 games. Next is Jack Weiss, number 70. He played 15 games for the Chicago Wolves, had 1 assist. Also for the Charlotte Checkers of the AHL, and in 38 games scored 20 points, 7 goals, 13 assists. 71 is a new signer, Bryce Brodzinski, number 71, from the University of Minnesota. He had 36 points in 39 games, and he's on an AHL contract, so he'll probably be playing with the Reign. Now, here's another, be on the lookout, number 73, Francisco Pinelli. I think I talked about him. This is going to be a big year for him. He needs to take a step up. He played for the Reign last year, 67 games, 13 goals, 7 assists. Next, Atu Jamson. He's been number 74. He played in the Liga in Finland last year, had 25 points, 14 goals, 11 assists in 36 games. He's another be on the lookout. He's moving up the ranks. Played in the Elite League back there with the men. Next is number 83, John Parker Jones. His big thing, he's 6'7", 230. Big hockey player. He played in the ECHL, 55 games, 8 goals, 7 assists. And he played for the Levi Rocket, AHL, 2 games.
Laval,
sorry. Next is number 86, Oliver Tuck. He played in the WHL. 66 games. He had 80 points. He's an invite, by the way. Both. Next is number 88. I would say be on the lookout. Kings are high on this guy, Caleb Lawrence, 6'6", 225. He played for the London Knights, who did very well in the OHL playoffs. In fact, he was traded from the Ottawa 67s and played about equal games with both of them, scoring 10 goals for each team, and which was 20 goals and 17 assists in 58 games. Another be on the lookout, Cohen Zimmer, number 89. He played with Prince George in the WHL, 23 points, 23 games. He had 11 goals and 20 assists, and he was a third-round pick in 2023. Caleb Lawrence was a 7th-round pick in 2022. You got to say one thing about the Kings. Their 7th-round picks seem to play pretty well. They did really well in these late rounds. Jameson was also in the 7th round. And that's the forwards for the rookie face-off for the LA Kings this year. Cody, you're up.
All right. Let me pull up my... All right. For the first one, we got your 2024 4th-round pick, number 100th overall, number 70, Alexander Blais. He was part of the Ramunski in the QMJHL. He is a center, so that is our first forward. And then the next guy is someone that we're pretty familiar with already, Sam Colangelo, right wing. He played with Anaheim for, I want to say 3 games. Then he played a few games for San Diego, and he finished last year, or most of the season he was played with Western Michigan in the NCAA. And he'll be number 64. The next one is number 90, Thomas. Oh wow, Desirou. I hope I said that right. He is a center. He's a camp invite. He played with Chicoutimi in the QMJHL. Last season, he had in 68 games, he had 16 goals, 44 assists for 60 points total. All right, next one is also a very familiar face for everyone. Number 41, Nathan Gauthier. Center, he played with San Diego last year in 72 games. He had 10 goals and 15 assists. He was the first pick, number 22nd overall in the 2022 draft. And I don't know if I mentioned that the last guy was a camp invite. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Next one is, as my dad would call it, the Bolo. Be on the lookout for number 61, Cutter Gauthier. Left wing / center. We already saw him play one game with Anaheim. He played most of the season with Boston College, and we acquired him via trade with Philadelphia last season. Next one is another camp invite, number 87, Ruslan Gazizov. He's a left winger. He played with the London Knights last year. In 63 games, he had 36 goals, 45 assists for 81 points. Next one, number 80, Simon Loveson, right winger, played with the Seattle Thunderbirds in the Western Hockey League. In 52 games, he had 16 goals, 9 assists for 25 points, and he is also a camp invite. Next one is Niko Majatovic, number 48. Left wing, he played with the Seattle Thunderbirds last year and also the San Diego Goals in the AHL. He was our second round pick, 33rd overall in the 2023 draft. For the Seattle last year, he had in 34 games, he had 9 goals, 21 assists for 30 points total. Sorry. Next one. Let's see, where did I leave off? Oh, I totally skipped someone. Sorry. Next one is number 56, Maxim Massey, right winger. He played with Chicoutimi in 67 games. He had 36 goals, 39 assists for 75 points. He was Anaheim's third round pick, 66 overall in the 2024 draft. Next one is someone I'm pretty excited for. So this would also be on the lookout. Sasha Pasajov, left wing. He played with the San Diego Goals last season. In 48 games, he had 10 goals, 13 assists for 23 points. He was our third round pick in 2021, 66th overall, and he'll be number 59. Next one, we had number 50. Sasha Pasajov will be 59. Next one will be number 55, Colson Petrie, right winger. Played with Flint in the OHL. In 55 games, he had 27 goals, 28 assists for 55 points. He was our... Let's see. Colson Petrie was... he was the third round pick, number 65th overall in the 2023 draft. Next one, we have number 58, Ethan Precision, center. He played with North Bay in the OHL last year. In 62 games, he had 15 goals, 21 assists for 36 points. He was your third round. He was our third round pick, number 68th overall in the 2024 draft. Next one is number 45. I would say be on the lookout for this player, but he is injured. Your third overall pick in 2024, number 45, Beckett Seneca, right winger from the Oshawa Generals. Last season, he had 63 games. He had 27 goals, 41 assists for 68 points. So sadly, he's going to be injured. So he's probably going to be going back to juniors more than likely for the next season, which I'm totally okay with. Next one is number 57. This is someone I would be on the lookout for too. Number 57, Yegor Sidorov, right winger. He played for Saskatoon. He was Anaheim's third round pick in 2023, 85th overall. In 66 games, he had 50 goals and 38 assists for 88 points. God, you're making me cough now.
Sorry.
Next one, number 54, Carey Terrence, center, played with the Erie Otters in the OHL. In 56 games, he had 29 goals, 23 assists for 52 points. He was Anaheim's second round pick, number 59th overall in 2023. I got a tickle. Thank you. Last two, we got Jackson Vaughn. He played with Regina in the WHL. In 59 games, he had 15 goals, 10 assists for 25 points. He's a right winger, and he is a camp invite. And last forward is number 83, Jackson Weeb, right winger. He played for the San Diego Gulls last year, and he was a free agent in 2022. In 24 games, he had 4 goals and 1 assist for 5 points.
Okay, now we're going to go on to defensemen for the rookie faceoff for the LA Kings. First up, number 48, Luke Rowe. And he's going to be with the Reign this year. He played 5 games last year, 1 goal, 1 assist. He also played for the Air Force Academy, played 35 games, 6 goals, 23 assists for 29 points. Next, number 50, Jack Miller. He played with the Reign 1 game last year, and he's on an AHL contract, and he did not score. He also played for Colorado College and had played 37 games, had 4 goals, 8 assists. Next up, be on the lookout, Jacob Dvorak. 6'5", 210. He played in Czechia, played 19 games. He only had 2 goals, 1 assist for that. He was also the second round pick from the 2023 draft, highly thought of by the Kings. He also played for the Swift Current Broncos in the WHL. He played 21 games, had 2 goals, 8 assists. Next up, number 58, Cole Krieger. He played with the Reign last year, played 55 games, had 1 goal, 10 assists. He was picked up via trade. Next up, number 60, Matthew Mania. He could be a Bolo. He could be a Bolo. He played with the Sudbury Wolves in the OHL, 45 games, had 4 goals, 19 assists, and he was the 5th round pick, 150th overall in 2023. Number 62, Parker Burge. He's an invite. He played in the WHL for 2 different teams last year, played 66 games. He had 13 goals and 50 assists. Number 78, Corbin Vaughn. He played for the Regina Rats in the WHL last year, and 33 games, 4 goals, 4 assists. Then, number 80, Jared Woolley, who was our 6th round pick in this 164th overall in the 2024 draft. He did play for the London Knights 37 games, 3 goals, 2 assists, and he also played for the St. Thomas Stars in the GOJHL, which I'm not familiar with. He had 19 games, he had 6 goals and 15 assists. Number 81, Angus Booth, a Bolo, going really high up on the rails as a defenseman for the probably going to play for the Reign. He was a 4th-round pick, 116th overall in 2022. He played in the QMUHL, 30 games, 1 goal, 12 assists, and then that was obviously he got traded, and he played for the Shawinigan. I can't even read that. But he also played 31 games for them, 2 goals and 13 assists. And the last defenseman for the Kings, number 92. This is a double bolo, triple bolo, quadruple bolo, bolo. Brandt Clarke. Still haven't figured out exactly why he's playing in this game, because he should dominate this game. He played 16 games for the Kings last year, had 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points, including a game winner against the Boston Bruins. And he played for the Ontario Reign, played 50 games, had 10 goals and 36 assists. Almost a point a game. And he made the second team all-league team. So that's your defenseman for the LA Kings and the rookie face-off starting on Friday. I believe is it was 13th, right? 13th through the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
So on to Duck defenseman, Cody. You ready?
I am ready. So the first defenseman is number 76, Robin Dinichio. He is a left shot defenseman. He played with the Saginaw and Windsor. He did win the Memorial Cup. That's someone I would also be on the lookout for. Last season for Saginaw, he played 44 games, had 20 goals, 33 assists for 53 points, and in 16 games for Windsor, he had 5 goals and 15 assists for 20 points total. So someone that's definitely more than a point in a game player. We got him in the 5th round, 129th overall in the 2023 draft. Next up, we have number 61, Tyson Hines, left shot defenseman. He played with the Goals last year in 71 games. He had 2 goals, 8 assists for 10 points. But he's someone that I'm not looking to score. He's someone that I want to shut down. He's what we call a defensive defenseman. We got him in the 3rd round pick, 76th overall in the 2021 draft. Next up, Bolo alert, number 67, Tristan Luneau, right shot defenseman. Last season was really cut short. He only played a total of 13 games total. So like I said, be on the lookout for him. He may be a little rusty at first, but I expect him to be a very integral part of for San Diego if he doesn't make the Ducks roster. Last season, in 13 games, he just had a total of 5 points. But he was the 2nd round pick for Anaheim, 53rd overall in 2022. Next up, we have number 89, Wojtek Port, right shot defenseman. He played with the Moose Jaw Warriors and also the Edmonton, I believe, the Oil Kings. He played in 16 games with Moose Jaw. He had 1 goal, 2 assists. And in 26 games with Edmonton, he had 3 goals, 9 assists for 12 points. He was our 6th round pick, 161st overall in 2023. Next up, this would be a Bolo alert. Number 63, Connor Smith, left shot defenseman. The next person's going to be the Bolo. I got the Smiths mixed up. The next one's a Smith as well. He played for the Owen Sound, Peterborough and San Diego last year. He was our 4th round pick in 97th overall in 2023. Next one is the Bolo alert. This one is a real Bolo alert. Number 65, Terrence Smith, left shot defenseman, played with the Everett in the WHL. In 67 games, he had 8 goals, 36 assists. He was our 3rd round pick, 79th overall in 2024. Next one is number 86, Luke Uzero, left shot defenseman. He's a New Year's Eve baby. He played with Chicoutimi. In 68 games, he had 15 goals, 32 assists for 47 points, and he was a camp invite. Last up is someone who I'm also excited for, so another Bolo alert, but he's more of a defensive defenseman, is number 47, Noah Warren, right shot defenseman. He played with Victorville in the QMJHL. In 50 games, he had 6 goals, 7 assists for 13 points. Injuries has really hurt him a lot too over the last couple seasons, so I really hope he bounces back and becomes the player that we expect him to be. We got him in the 2nd round in 2022, 42nd overall. And that is it for the defensive.
No Stan?
I guess not. Oh, I think because he already started his season in Sweden.
Okay. Well, he's in
Because
okay, that makes sense.
Because I think they already started their season, so that's why.
All right, just a question.
I know, trust me. I was wondering the same thing, but I think
because I think a lot of people wanted him. I think he was on the Kings radar.
Oh yeah,
he was one of the 5 guys they wanted in that tier that always Mark and Eddie talks about.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the goalies. First off, number 85, Jackson Parsons. He played in the OHL. He played 51 games, 2.99 goals against average, only an .897 save percentage, and he's a camp invitee. Second one is number 75, Samuel St. Hilaire. He played 36 games with a 2.41 goals against and a 915 save percentage. He's also a camp invitee. Next up is number 65, Colby Hay. Played 48 games, 3.75 goals against average, and an .889 save percentage. He's also a camp invitee. Now I'm going to go for the real meat. Probably going to be one of the 2 guys that plays the most. Number 40, Carter George. Played at Owen Sound Attack last year in the OHL. He played in 56 games. His goals against average is the highest of all. Second highest, 3.30. But his save percentage was .907. And he was a 2nd round pick in the 2024 draft, number 57 overall. And probably the number 1 goalkeeper, Eric Cotillo. He was acquired via trade from Buffalo. Played with the Ontario Reign last year, 39 games. His goals against average was 2.50. His save percentage was .918. He went 24-11-3 for a team that took Coachella. Went to the finals of the Pacific Division against Coachella. And on all honesty, people, he did sign a new contract, but it's a 2-way this year, but next year it's not. I think the next 2 years aren't. I think the Kings are hoping that he'll be up with the big club next year. Because I do believe if we have an injury, Phoenix Copley will probably be the guy that they call up, but you never know. Is he fully restored from his ACL replacement surgery and fully ready to play? And that's the goalies for the rookie faceoff.
All right. So the Ducks have technically 4 goalies, but only 3 will be playing, or maybe there will be 4. But first one up is the guy that I cannot pronounce his name, number 32, Vyacheslav Boyets. I think I got it.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. He's a left-handed catch. He played with Chelyabinsk in the KHL and Clement in Russia's 2 league. In the Clement league, he played 35 games. He had a 16, 18, and 0 record with 1 shutout and a 2.57 goals against average and a 913 save percentage with Kayablansk. He had 1 game, lost it, and he had a 7.24 goals against average and an 842 save percentage. He was Anaheim's, I don't think that's right, but it says right here, Anaheim's 6th round pick, 178th overall in 2002. I think it meant to say 2022. Next up is number 31, Callie Kling. God, that's such a great goalie's name, isn't it? Callie Kling. He is also left-handed catching. He played with San Diego last year in 32 games. He was 10, 16, and 4 with a 3.21 goals against average and a 897 save percentage. We acquired him via trade with Pittsburgh in 2022. He was part of the Raquel trade. Next up, we have number 30, Michael McIver. He's a right-handed catching. He played with the North Bay in OHL last year. In 18 games, he was 10 and 5, 1 shutout, a 3.78 goals against average, and an 8.76 save percentage, and he was a camp invite. And the last one is he is injured, but he's still on the roster. Number 78, Thomas Sukanek, left-handed catching. He played with the ECHL Tulsa Oilers, I believe is what they're called, and the San Diego Goals. For Tulsa, he was 3 and 5 with a 2.77 goals against average and a 906 save percentage. And in San Diego, he was 14, 10, and 5 with 3 shutouts with a 2.92 goals against average and a 910 save percentage. And we acquired him via free agent in 2024. And that is it for our goalies for roster camp, for rookie camp. Because there's no Damian Clarke, because I believe he's also he's playing with Stan in the Swedish Hockey League together. So that's probably why they're both not on the roster, which sucks. But I would love to have seen both of them there.
Absolutely. What's going to be fun is, both teams have guys who are expected to be in the starting lineup as the season starts. I mean, Cutter's supposed to be starting, I would think, somewhere on the.
He's going to be a top 6 winger.
Top 9 for sure. And then Clarke, we don't know where he'll start. He might start as on the third pairing, but it might end up in the second pairing by mid-season or later, depending on what happens. Because I mean, it's just I just thought it was weird to see him even on this roster. He's played a couple times already, and he's a pretty dominant guy. I would expect him and Cutter to be the stars from each team. But first Beckett would have been fun to see him score a goal and say, "Oh my God, I scored a goal."
Can you imagine that's just his celebration from now on, just that face?
And then I know the teams talk up their draft picks, but Liam Greentree, he's a big guy. I mean, he's 6'2". He's 18 and he's 6'2", 210. I mean, he's going to be exciting to watch. And there's going to be a surprise in there somewhere. We're going to have somebody surprise and play for maybe one or two players on each team might be surprises, especially from the camp invites. So I'm betting Blake Lizotte was a camp invite to this a long time ago. He wasn't even drafted. And he played almost immediately up with the Kings. Incredible story there. So who's going to be the incredible story of this camp? Is it going to be the expected guys or somebody not expected? We'll see. But next week we're going to have, 5 games to talk to you guys about. Well, you're going to play 2 other teams. We're going to play 2 other teams. And then we're going to play each other. That's
but I thought we were going to do that the week after. That way we have the whole. Yeah, the thing doesn't end until Monday.
That's right. I don't know. What are we going to do next week then?
How about people give us ideas? They can send us ideas.
I'd love to do that. I already have a trivia question ready for you for next week, too.
Perfect. But
hopefully I haven't asked it before. It's not like I've tracked them.
I haven't tracked mine either, to be honest.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to wait till after it's over. Yeah, we could give them maybe an update.
Yeah, true. We can always do updates.
So we could do that, and because training camp's just around the corner. I mean, the big club's training camp is shortly after the rookie face-off's over. I know. What do we start about the 10th, 11th of October? The regular season starts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just around the corner for hockey, guys. I'm so excited.
Is it weird that for October I'm more excited for hockey season to start than my own birthday?
Oh, yeah.
Of course, that's the one thing I do like about my birthday is like right around the same time as the season starts. So it's like a win-win for me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to throw it out just in case. I think we do something at Christmas time every year as a family. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
My daughter lives in Texas. I mean, they've been out here one time for Christmas. But since that, both Cody and my younger son, Tim, and my wife and we go do something. And if I know, Eric, you sent Cody something.
I appreciate it.
And we appreciate it, but it's beyond our budget.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody has a cheaper connection to a suite, we'd like to take.
Or not just a suite. So I talked to someone earlier this week. That's why he's asking about it. The suites are definitely way above our pay grade.
Since we actually get paid nothing for this. So.
Yeah, we're kind of in the negative for that part. But anyways.
That's all right. Yeah. It's okay. I'm having a good time. So.
Exactly. Oh, speaking of staying in the negative, guys, don't forget to use our promo code Royally Quacked at SeatGeek, please, and you'll save $20 on your first order. There you go. Hopefully that will help a little bit with us not being in the negative. So I called someone from the Ducks tickets office, and the suites were definitely in the couple $1,000 or more than, let's just say more than $5,000, way above our pay grade. I asked about if we can do something. I was like, what's something we could do different that's not just a normal ticket? And the guy recommended either club seats or the Impact Club. So if anyone knows anyone that has like club level seats or Impact Club seats, because I know with the Impact Club, I know I don't know what's the real difference, but I know with the Impact Club is like they can high five the players as they walk out to the ice. So like you can end up being on TV when the players are walking through and everything like that. So I figured that would be really cool for something for us to do. Because like we said, we've all been to many hockey games. We try to go to at least 2 to 3 every year if possible.
Sorry, King fans. Most of the time, if I'm watching the Kings, it's probably when they're at the pond.
Yeah.
Getting up to LA with the crazy traffic and
Parking,
and then everybody else in my family is a Duck fan. Since my son-in-law lives in Texas, he's the only other guy who has a brain.
Hey.
Sorry.
So that Indeed post is definitely going out after that. Definitely.
But anyways, we love hockey, and I honestly want us to start planning our, go to San Jose, go to Vegas, maybe even go back up to Seattle again and start watching some hockey games.
Well, you haven't been to Seattle. They'll be going back for me again.
Yeah, going back for you.
I would love that.
But you could show the ropes.
Oh, I would love that again. That was, I guess,
that was a totally incredible experience.
It was a great experience. But like I said, I'd also like to go to, like you said, San Jose, see the tank and everything. Especially, now that they got Celebrini and Will Smith there and Askarov. I don't think he's going to be there this year, but maybe. But like I said, or Vegas to see the T-Mobile Arena. I've been by it, just never been there because I got married in Vegas. So yay.
That's true.
And I tried to look up tickets; they weren't in town at that time, so I was kind of bummed.
Yeah. Well, the last time I was out of the state for a hockey game, you were a baby, and we'd gone to Kansas for some friends' renewal of their marriage. You were sick the whole time. It was.
Oh, is that when they had that double ear infection and everyone wanted to throw me out of the plane?
All because of a plane ride. You had never had an ear infection since, but you were so sick that I went and saw the Kansas City Blades with a friend that renewed their vows. The husband, of course, while mom stayed home with you being sick. God bless you, honey, for letting me do that. I had a decent time. It would have been better if he didn't disappear for a period for whatever reason that was.
Wow, okay.
But anyways, it would be fun to go out of the state again and see another hockey game. I eventually would love to go to every arena.
Oh God,
everywhere, yes. And see and do that for baseball. I like baseball too, so
yeah. I still have to have been to a Padres game, a Petco Park game.
I have not been to Petco either. I mean, I've been to Dodger Stadium, been to Angel Stadium. We were both at Coors Field.
Yeah, Coors Field was. I would like to go again to Coors Field because I don't really remember the stadium because I think I was like old enough to remember being there, but not old enough to remember.
You don't remember
everything.
You don't remember the water under the bridge, and we got stuck, and it took us like 3 hours.
I remember that. I'm talking about the arena. I'm talking about like the stadium and like because like when I got laid over for work when I used to do like Oakland or Sacramento route, I got laid over in Oakland. I tried to go to an A's game because I had like an 18-hour layover. I'm not just going to sit in a hotel room for freaking 17, 18 hours. I tried to go to an Oakland A's game, but they were off that day, of course. So I went to a Giants game. It cost me like a $90 round trip just to go because I was driving I can't drive a semi to a freaking game. And plus I didn't want to be out of hours.
This is a PG.
Did I cuss? Oh.
You said the derivative of the word.
Oh.
Since you picked on me for earlier, I'm going to pick on you on that one.
Okay, Captain America, calm down. So I took an Uber to San Francisco to see the Giants play, and oh my God, that is such a beautiful stadium. I enjoyed it. I wish I didn't have to leave as early as I did because I wanted to make sure I got back in time and got enough sleep. But like I said, I had a great time there. I just remember the usher guy. He was like, "Hey, welcome to what did he call? What was it called before?
I don't know. Nope.
Or he said, "Oh, welcome to AT&T Stadium." I mean Oracle, and I literally just turned and looked down. I was like, "You could have called it Pacific Bell Park, and I would have recognized. I would have understood what you meant." And he's like, "Oh, you must be a longtime fan." I'm like, "Not of the Giants. I'm a longtime baseball fan, and I'm like, I'm an Angels fan. I'm from Southern California. I'm just out here visiting in a way." But I just remember watching all the Giants games against the Angels in that World Series. I just remember it being called Pacific Bell Park. So
Yeah, I remember that too.
yeah, that's something I would. And then we went to the Mariners game in Seattle too, and we saw the roof literally go over us because it was. I think it was about to start raining. That was really cool too.
You know, went to Candlestick before you were born.
Oh, okay.
That was fun.
Where the Santa Clara 49ers play?
I guess. What was it? They played the Montreal Expos. Tells you how long ago it was.
Oh, wow.
It was a good game. Fun game. We had a fun time. It was a fun
I wish
time.
they would bring back the Expos. I think that'd be great.
It's a tough sell up in Canada.
I don't know. I mean, I thought they had some of the best looking jerseys too. I love their hats.
Vladdy Guerrero played for them.
I know
before he became an Angel. So
didn't also Pedro Martinez also play for the Expos too? Thought he did.
Have.
There was somebody else that played for the Expos that was a big time player too. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
That was a big mistake that the Dodgers let him go because he went to the Red Sox. It was really good. That's where he really
shined.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways,
ready to get out of here?
I am ready. We're gonna go see Beetlejuice. Oh, I just got hit with a dart.
You didn't say it 3 times, so you're good.
I know. Have you not seen the Progressive commercial?
No.
Jamie's going, Beetlejuice, and just he gets hit with a dart, and the girl with a smart Alec-y voice, she hit him with a dart and put him out before he could say it 3 times.
Huh.
I think it's a good commercial.
Yeah.
Because most of them I hate.
Yeah. Commercials are just not like they used to be.
They're not. So don't forget to give us some kind of ideas. And then we'll have the Rookie Face-Off complete recap. Not next week, but the following week.
Yep.
And we thank you for listening.
Yep.
Closing's yours. Since I do the opening, you get to do the closing because you're much better at it than I am.
Well, that's because I know all this stuff because I'm the one that posts all this stuff.
There you go.
Guys, please follow us on all our social media accounts at Royally Quacked on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. You can listen to this on Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Castro, and Amazon Music. And start following us on YouTube just in case if we start wanting to do video podcasts, you could be the first subscribers for that. Please, guys, leave us a review or a rating on your favorite podcast platform. We would really appreciate it. And if you put a review out there on Apple Podcasts, I will read it on the podcast. And also, I believe you can also leave comments now, too, on Spotify. So please feel free to do that. If the comments are good, I'll also read that. Or just let us know like what you like or dislike about us so that way we can be better for you guys. Also, please join our Discord. It is completely free. Everything will be in the Linktree link. I'll put it on it's on our Instagram bio, so just click on that and it'll take you to everything you want to go to for us. Last but not least, guys, please be safe out there. Please don't drink and drive. If you do drink, have a DD or get an Uber or Lyft, please. Have a plan. So Be safe out there, everyone, and we'll see you guys next week.
Go Kings, go!
And let's go Ducks.
A father and son, a bond so strong, talking hockey all day long. Royally Quack, their podcast show, sharing stories, highs and lows. From the Kings to the Ducks they go, shouting go Kings go, quack quack they cheer. A father and son, their passion sincere on the ice. Their love appears through the highs and lows in the years. The legends of Gretzky, Solana's grace, passing on history in every case. Father teaching son, a legacy shared, a royally quack their stories aired. Face off in life, together they stand, shouting go Kings go, quack quack they cheer. A father and son, their passion sincere on the ice. Their love appears through the highs and lows and the years. Like the legends of Gretzky, Solana's grace, passing on history in every case. Father teaching son, a legacy shared, on royally quack their stories aired. Face off in life, together they stand, shouting go Ducks go, go Kings go. A father and son watching the show, through wins and losses their spirits grow. On royally quack they steal the show.